Guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the QBert Tuesday night, chilling and chatting. Guys, I'm playing 50% tonight. I am very, very sick. Lower back is in pain, guys. I'm getting older. I'm almost 40. So whatever I got is really taking a toll on my body. So chat, I'm going to need your guys' help tonight to get through this show for sure. This show is sponsored by Mrs. QBert because she pushed me to do this show. I wasn't going to do a show tonight. That's why the late night start. My wife's getting home a little bit later from work. So I do apologize, everybody that came in at 8 o'clock and was waiting. There you go. There's a little backstory here. But guys, we got some news and notes to talk about for sure. Redid a little of the QBert. You can see behind me, things are a little bit different. Pac-Man XL is in the fold, guys. We got basic fun news left and right with QBert and Mortal Kombat. So hold on to your butts. We got Black Friday and we got iconic sinking like a ship, I should say. Shipping like a sink. Not shipping at all, apparently, or delayed. This is interesting stuff we're going to talk about, guys. Got to get your feedback in the chat, guys. But I need you guys to help carry the show for me because I'm not 100%. Guys, this is the Let's Go show, so let's go. We're going to start at the top here with Vic Vicious in the house, my channel moderator in the building. What's up, chat? Mortal Kombat XL, QBert, Wishful Thinking, TMNT, Double Dragon, RoboCop, bring it on 2026. I am getting to the point, guys, where just bring the stuff out already. Like, we keep talking about this stuff over. Guys, we're going on Time Crisis and Fast and the Furious were the last two titles that came to home arcade that actually got me hyped, that actually got me ready to roll, that actually got me out of my chair and said, I'm getting that day one, right? It's been a long time, guys, so I don't understand why this is so difficult. Guys, let me know in the chat. I got a poll too, guys. Go ahead and vote in the poll, guys. QBert, do you think if they made 1,000 or 3,000 basic fun arcade classics, would it sell, right? Let your voice be heard in the poll. It's just, there's a lot on my mind, guys. Do you want me to just go in, or do you want PG-13 QBert, or do you want G-rated QBert? Let me know in the chat, guys, because there's a lot of stuff that's rubbing me the wrong way. I'll let you know that. It's hard kind of to stay positive. We always stay positive here, right? It's kind of hard to stay positive when you have delay after promise after failed promise. It's a lot to handle. Thumper Squid, thank you so much, man, for being here tonight. One of my channel moderators. Let's do this. Julio Hernandez, man, the mods are showing up and showing out tonight. Absolutely love it. Good evening, everyone. Okay, now this is going to be a great show. Let's go. Dan Z, thank you so much, man, for being here and stopping by. Newest moderator, J-Rod. Give a round of applause for J-Rod. Always here, always on time, and stays for the whole show. So I said, buddy, why not make you a moderator? Let's do this, man. And I'm hungry. Well, can somebody grab me a sandwich? Chat. Yeah, pretty much, guys. I'm starving. I never eat before the show like a bozo head. So, you know, that's my own fault. Hayden Dude, thank you so much, man, for being here. I think QBert would sell out in around a year, like Double Dragon would. It would have some urgency at the beginning, then sell out later. Interesting opinion. Maybe we'll save that for when we're talking about that, because that's very. I think I don't know. We'll talk about that. I promise, man. I promise you. Prince Finney, thank you so much, man, for being here and stopping on through. I should look a little bit better. Not that, you know, I'm sick still, but StreamYard apparently has upped their video quality. So guys, if you're watching on the TV, let me know if I look better or worse than before. I have to rewatch this, you know, because I don't know. But Prince Vinny, thank you so much, man, for being here. We got Unchained in the house. QBert equals horrible replayability. It's Achilles hurl. Realize you might be the look of it, but the game itself is old, quick, fast. It gets old. I mean, we're gonna talk about this, man. I just save the comment, because it's a lot like Pac-Man, right? Like, Pac-Man gets old pretty quick, right? We'll talk about it, guys. I'm telling you. I listen, I gave a list last week, guys, and I set all these home arcade companies up for the next 25 years, right? It does not take a rocket scientist, and this is where the part G comes out, or the PG-13 comes out. You got to let me know. And Cyrus, please stay the hell away from home arcade. Like, it's getting to that point, guys. I got to be honest with you. Like, I'll finish saying hi to each and every one of you, but Izzy in the house. Israel Gaming, thank you so much, man, for being here with us. A little fist pound. Let's go. Everybody else chatting. Dark Realm Gaming, what's going on at CornerCade? Hope you have an amazing Thanksgiving with you and your family and friends. Also, I had a birthday, just turned 51. So still don't be tripping out about being 40. Thank you so much, man, for stopping by. Happy Thanksgiving to you and everybody in the chat. Happy holidays. It's that time of the year. Actually, this year, I'm actually off. I don't have to cook, right? Like, normally I would be the one cooking the Thanksgiving. But we collectively, as extended family and family, just said, hey, we're going to put it on pause. My wife's got to work this holiday, this Thanksgiving holiday. So kind of a bummer, retail holidays, right? But normally I follow a Gordon Ramsay recipe, and my turkey is capiche, one of the best on the block. I mean, kudos to Gordon Ramsay, but the execution, the excellence of execution, I still got to execute it, The rest, he can tell you what to do, but you still got to make it. And so my turkey is always great. It's phenomenal. Guys, if you were at my house, you would say the same thing. It's moist, and I don't even like turkey, right? But this turkey is just great. Gordon Ramsay is one hell of a guy. 1080p here, streaming over here, looking crisp. Thank you, man. Yeah, the quality should be better. That's the one thing. So a little behind the scenes, Restream always had the better video quality for some odd reason. And StreamYard was always playing like second fiddle, right? It was like Android to iPhone. Like Android had these features 3 years ago, and iPhone's just catching up, But they're coming on every week I sign on with you guys to make a video, create the live stream. There's new features being improved and added. So kudos to StreamYard for stepping up their game for sure. Mariah, thank you so much for being here as always. Calvin Wong, thank you for stopping on through, man. Just have a pre-order minimum to break those. Make 100 over that, and the company will live. Yeah, you chat. You're gonna have to let me know which way you want me to go here, because there's a lot. There's a lot on my chest, guys. I gotta be honest. So yeah. See Marvel, thank you so much, man, for stopping on by. Kato, thank you so much, man, for being here. What time you guys eating? I need to try this turkey. Yeah, yeah. So we you gotta Google. I would play it, but I'm sure I'll get copyright straight. Just type in Gordon Ramsay like turkey recipe or whatever. It'll come right up. Right, and he's putting the butter underneath the skin. That's what I do every year. Stuff it with the rosemary and the lemons and the onions, and it's a phenomenal turkey, dude. I'm telling you guys, I don't like turkey, and I'm just not a big turkey fan, right? It's not like turkey sandwiches though. Like real, not the deli turkey. Those are good too, but like turkey sandwiches from Thanksgiving. Those, you put a little mayo on it, a little cheddar. Maybe drizzle a little gravy. Those are good. Those are good. Put it on a roll. Like those are really good. Yeah, me every day of the week on that one. But yeah, we're just not gonna do anything this year. We're just gonna keep it simple, stupid, right? Maybe I'll surprise my wife and cook her something nice. I usually do, obviously, the cooking, when she comes home. But okay, let's see here. Gale Force Wasteway in the house, dude. White Castle stuffing. I don't even eat the turkey anymore. White Castle is pretty good. I gotta be honest with you. Jason Little Alien, thank you so much, man, for stopping on by. Moderating the chat as always, taking a break from the karate community and VR to stop on in and hang out with us. Thank you. It is very, very, very much appreciated, man. Israel's got a big comment here. Who's staying on the sinking ship with me on Iconic? Arcade keeps their pre-orders coming, y'all. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this, guys. You got to fill me in. I got a text message from Ezekiel, the Chicago Retro Ranger, and shout outs to Vic Vicious, Ezekiel B. Kirby hitting me up and saying, you doing a live stream or what? And I was like, I don't know, man. I'm not feeling it tonight. Like, what is there to talk about, right? But you guys keep me going. You guys keep me going. You damn you. Like, damn you. I sold Street Fighter. We'll do a little in-house gathering real quick. Actually, we're pretty much caught up. PB&J in the building. Can't wait for turkey. Gonna cook a 22-pounder. That's a big one right there. Yeah, I'm usually slaving away in the kitchen. It's like me, my wife will tag team in. If we have our extended family come over, we got like 50 people in the house, and it's just not. I'm kind of glad we're not doing anything, guys, because I'm really sick. I'm just not feeling well. I need one of them heat pads on my back. Dark Realm. I know you're 51. I feel 51. But I know I'm still young, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just achy, I just don't feel, I woke up like that, I knew it was too much. Okay, let's start with a little in-housekeeping, guys. So Pete, Quarterdeck Arcade, guys, if you haven't seen his show, go check him out. Moderators, this is where you come in. throw a link to his channel in the chat. I love watching Pete, but Pete's on a little early for me, right? I'm a night owl. Even though I got to get up early with the kids, I'm not like fully functional when I'm awake. I'm like a walking zombie, right? So, and I've always been like that, much like G.I. Joel. Like, we could be up all night, right? Jason the Alien, you know what I'm talking about. So, Pete came by. Shout outs to Pete. Got to see his new truck, and he picked up my Street Fighter Deluxe. Sold it to him because Iconic is supposed to be here in 3 weeks. T-minus, right? We'll talk about that in just a second. So, I sold that, and, you know, we had to move off of, I don't need that Street Fighter cabinet. All those games, it's better, it's bigger. This is the XL time, baby. Let's go. So I had to do a little arcade shuffle as we normally do. And yeah, we got some holes, obviously. But it seems like there's a delay. And again, and so what do we know? So Zeke texted me. I guess we're just going to start the show off with this, guys. So who here, if you have an Iconic Arcade pre-order, give me a 1 in the chat real quick. This is breaking news, right? I didn't expect to be covering this because it was supposed to be here in 3 weeks. So since we have breaking news, let's do what we do here and hit the sounder.
This is Home Arcade breaking news.
So if you guys have a Iconic pre-order, hit a 1 in the chat for me. Israel, you can't be the only one. Out of the 30 people that are here, you can't be the only one. So if you have it, I have a pre-order, obviously. It's been delayed again. Oh, again, dude. Okay, listen, I just got to get real here, right? I'm sorry, you're gonna get a little real QBert in the building. Not like you don't, but Iconic Arcade cannot show up at CES. You're gonna look like a fool, right? Like, CES is gonna laugh you out of the building. You can't show up with a double dragon cab. I know that was the plan, but you can't show up with a double dragon cab and talk all the time. You didn't even sold anything yet. You know, so those plans got to be kiboshed. It's just common sense, right? At this point. Yeah, B Kirby's in the house. Delayed again. So, yeah, it's 3 times the charm. Like 3 strikes, you're out, right? So does anybody know what the delay is from? Is it like a structural thing? Is it they just can't make them in time? I don't. What's going on here? You know, this is frustrating to say the least. You know, my Alpha 2 was supposed to be here before Christmas. We're gonna have, you know, a little Christmas present to myself, right? But now what we're talking in January, February is when it's gonna ship. Who on earth thought this thing was going to come? Why would you promise a June delivery date at CES? You were literally off by almost like going on a year now. That's wild, bro. Like, that is wild. So this has got to be something pretty big, right? It has to be something big enough to where you can't ship this cabinet. Like, there's got to be something structurally that didn't work. Sourcing out sticks and buttons, maybe you don't have enough. I don't know, right? Maybe chat, you can help me out with. This is coming across my desk, you know, 30 minutes ago, right? And so Zeke was telling me it's gonna be delayed, and I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me, right? And he said, well, you're gonna get $150 back, and I said, whoa, okay, so the cab would be roughly what, $550? Okay, you piqued my interest a little bit. I mean, that's like, at least you can do something, right? Because this was promised in June of 2025, right? And now we're gonna be going on June 2026 here. That's what it feels like. And so hopefully, again, I'm not gonna hold my breath anymore because we've held it 3 times over now. Hopefully this cab can finally be delivered, and the holes that I have in my arcade can finally start getting filled up. I mean, good God almighty, right? So $150 back, that's about what, roughly Return of the Jedi price as an Ultra. So, you know, that's a pretty good deal because it's a bigger, better, beefier cab, right? But man, will this thing ever see the light of day at this point? Like, my God. But I think the biggest takeaway here is you can't go to CES. That's got to be, you're going to get roasted out of this community if you show up to CES with a double dragon cab and you didn't even deliver on your first CES product. At least that's my 2 cents, guys. Let me know in the chat. I just got to be real here a little bit. It's just very frustrating, right? And I get it. The world goes round, right? The world will still go round, but it's just a little frustrating. Now, we had the option to cancel that. I hope that refund comes like tomorrow, right? Give us the cash before the holidays, you know, because not everybody's fully loaded, like the WWE pay-per-view, right? So I'd like to see the cash before the holidays. Maybe I can allocate that to a claw machine. Be quiet, like, you know, my kids are really into Ghostbusters right now, and it makes me as a proud parent that they're walking around with the Ecto-1 and they're fully dressed in Ghostbuster gear. We're doing something right here. And so it's either we're gonna either sway that direction, and I gotta be quiet because they're right out there, or we're gonna get a claw machine. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. They're really obsessed with both. Maybe we put the Ghostbuster stuff in the claw machine, right? But so $150 back. We need to see that ASAP. You know, words are words. Actions speak louder than words, right? So let's get that back immediately. You're saying we're gonna get more games now? Is what Ezekiel messaged me? What, hey, chat, help me out here. What's going on? And it's gonna be spread out through a game a month. Put the games on when it comes out. Why would I wait a month for a game? What the hell? And now this is your chance to finally put Second Impact and Third Strike on here, right? Like, I gotta be honest with you. Like, I've been talking about that since the cows come home. Make it a complete Street Fighter legacy type cabinet, right? Nobody really cares about Street Fighter 1, but I do care about this. Speak of the devil, and he's here. Ezekiel, the Chicago Retro Ranger, with a $5 super chat. Let's fucking go. Thank you so much, man, for stopping on by and supporting the channel. As always, Zeke, you got a big move coming up. I don't know how the hell you're going to move all those arcade cabinets. You made it sound easy, bro. You made it sound easy. See, Marvel, you're thinking tariffs? You're thinking tariffs? It's gonna be interesting. I don't know. Nazapalooza in the building. Specifies regarding the issues with the golden sample were not disclosed. So could it be artwork quality? Could it be structural structure? Remember, I hinted, guys, and this couldn't be this might not be it. But you know that like P panel that when you push the cabs together, the P panel is from the bottom to the top and you screw it in both sides, right? It wasn't like that on that sample. The only thing that was holding this together was those four what do you call it, bracing pieces of wood. Is that enough when you're moving it? Are you gonna crack the cabinet? This is a big boy, right? Do you need the support of those other two panels? That could be it, guys. I pointed that out a while ago, and I said, wait a second, that's not how these are supposed to be made. So could it be an engineering mistake, and they got to just, you know, redo everything, right? I mean, that would be pause for like a month to 2 month delay, maybe 3 months. That's to me. Or could it be the artwork? Like, it's not higher quality. Like, I don't understand what could be so wrong with it. Is the UI not fully there? Wild. I just, it's frustrating, guys. And, you know, I can understand a lot of you guys dropping out of the pre-order. Totally get that. But yeah, so Calvin Wong saying China is drafting the arcade assemblers to attack Taiwan. It will happen. The arcade assemblers assemble. Oh, Corner Arcades has a big Black Friday sale on it. Okay, we'll save that comment, Calvin Wong, till we get to the Black Friday section, okay? And let me know what let me know what those are. Let me know, okay? Hold on, because Corner Arcades are pretty cool. I gotta be honest with you. I'm taking a look at those, and they've been pretty cool. B. Kirby says, I have a feeling the UI is jacked and something structural. Yeah, like, how do you miss that, right? Like, I don't get this. These are the things that I don't get. All of you guys have done this before. This is not rocket science. I don't want to go off on a whole tangent. I know you guys don't want to hear this. This is very, like, how... I don't get paid for doing this, and I noticed it right away. Can somebody from these companies please just start sending me these, put me on the product development team, and let me just get on my back, and I'll carry you to the promised land, right? Let me be part of the QA team. I would have discovered all these problems. Every single problem would have been discovered. You guys would have looked like $1 million. I don't get it. This is very frustrating. Yes, Hayden, dude, you're 100% correct. So our kids love to dress up. They got Batman, Hulk, Spider-Man. I mean, you name it, right? All the costumes, doctors, you name it, right? It's so cute when my kids dress up as like a nurse and a doctor, and they come in and do the heartbeat and the shot. It melts my heart. So look for the Halloween dumps. Yep, it's like $5 for the costume, right? 100%. We didn't do it this year. They have enough. Actually, we did do it this year. So we got them Paw Patrol, Ghostbusters. There's other stuff down there. We got them a whole bunch of stuff for Christmas too. My wife wants to save some stuff for Christmas. But yeah, they love dressing up. It's so funny when they just come out of nowhere. You're like in the kitchen, right? And for you guys that have kids, you're in the kitchen making a sandwich or something, and the Spider-Man comes walking around the corner like, oh wow, okay, hello, Mr. Spider-Man. Vic Vicious, they can whip up a quick show cab. I'm sure they showed off their prototype a year ago. I am it's just frustrating. I think that's the biggest takeaway here. Frustrating, right? It's just frustrating how you guys are making these simple mistakes. Like, I gotta take a deep breath. I'm sick. I shouldn't be getting worked up like this. You know?
Let's party!
We gotta get back up on the saddle. Big B, thank you so much, man, for being here. Dude, your arcade is about as thin as that hairline. No, dude, I'm rocking it out, baby. Look at it. It's getting there. Hey, we're creating holes to hopefully fill with bigger cabinets. You know, the funny thing is, everybody always says, real quick, everybody always says, well, why get XL? They take up more room. Dude, go back and watch my room tour when this room was packed with 22 cabinets, right? Think about it like this. If I told you get rid of, because I had 2 Fast and Furiouses, if I get rid of 1 Fast and Furious, if I get rid of 1 other duplicate, what would that duplicate be? Oh yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, because I had X-Men 97, and I get rid of the Casino-Cade. I'm making a sacrifice of 3 cabinets to have, hopefully, if we actually get cabinets to come out, Alpha 2, Killer Instinct, all these XLs that are supposed to be hitting the floor running. Yeah, I'm gonna take that trade any day. So I know it's a little thin, but we're gonna rebuild, baby. It's like a sports team. I had to tear it down before I could build it back up again. You know what I mean? And we're gonna do that. I promise you guys. But these cabinets have got to be released. I'm hearing now, no Return of the Jedi Supreme. Oh my god! Like, what is going on? Basic Fun, wake up! Iconic, would you do something? You're literally sinking in quicksand here. Let's get this party started. The only way we can, man. The only way we can. Let's head over here. Let's scroll up. Let's get this party started right, baby. Nazapalooza, not Nazapalooza. NASA Canes fan. I'm telling you guys, I'm sick. You're going to have to help me, guys. NASA Canes fan, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. He says, what did I miss? QBert. Okay, why is Basic Fun website such garbage? And they are all handhelds. Yeah, that's something you got to get fixed too. You got all this product that's not displayed on your website. Again, guys, listen. Employ me remotely, okay? I'll work from home, watch the kids, and I'll take care of all this stuff. All of it. All of it. You don't need Cyrus. Get out of here. Like, you got me. I literally eat, sleep, and breathe these things. I cannot stress this enough. There's no resume needed, guys. I don't get this. How is product not on your website? Okay. I know there's a lot of frustrating things. Nathan Canes fan, thank you so much for supporting the channel. You didn't miss anything because we didn't cover QBert yet. We've got almost a half an hour in the show, and we're just going in right now. We haven't even touched one of the topics because we had some breaking kind of news on Iconic Arcade's delays and all that other jazz. Ezekiel says, I'm guessing John got the samples here in the US and noticed something in the factory didn't. Something only he and the community would have noticed. Kind of what I'm thinking too. But I mean, you got to get these samples before, like in June or at CES. Because when you promise us June, that looks kind of silly, right? So that should have never been promised. That's just pie in the sky. That just makes you look bad at the end of the day, right? Like that should have never been promised. So realistic, day, if you would have said, hey, October is when they're shipping, the CES announcement was in January of 2025, and then October they're coming out, and you got that sample like 2-3 months before, then you kind of look it over. Like, it's not hard, guys. Like, this is what I'm talking about. So you can then see everything that needs to be adjusted, or if it's perfect, great, right? You got all your ducks in a row, and then you can kind of go from there. But for it to be this late in the game and delay after delay, and I get it, there's world things that happen, things that are out of your hand that have happened, right? But I do appreciate, on the other hand, and Zeke, thank you for that comment there. Great discussion. I do appreciate that. Chris Nooner, thank you for being here, man. Sliding on through. Let's go. I do appreciate that they're doing at least something, kind of putting your money where your mouth is. $150 off. I'll take it, right? I'll take it. I think, personally, and again, this isn't my money. I'm playing with house money here. Double down, and on the next cabinet should be $150 off again. Let me tell you something. When I'm a manager, when I used to manage like these food restaurants and retail, I gave the customer the house. Hey, sorry for the delay. Here's a $25 gift card. Now it's a little bit different. Delay, you had to wait 5 minutes, right? They weren't buying a $700 cabinet. It was a curbside delivery. Take it and leave it, right? You're playing with house money. I'm sure there are things that are built in. There's a reason why they're able to do $150 off. They're still making a profit, I would assume, right? No one's just losing money and just giving out products for free. I think you double down and you do it on your next cabinet too. I mean, the community would like that, and everybody pre-ordering would, or don't want to use that word ever again, pre-ordering, but everybody ordering the next cabinet would be pretty happy with that as well. Games, you just make the games accessible right away. I don't know why you would do a rollout and then do a rollout if you choose to do that. So the game would then come with 20 games on it, give or take, and you could do 5 more if you wanted to do that, right? And roll those out a month. I don't know. I don't understand the rollout thing. Are you like trying to keep the hype going? These cabinets are, I mean, these cabinets are like 30 years old. The hype has been going for 30 years. Like it's all right. I don't understand that. Let's see. Yeah, Big B, we're getting there. We're gonna build it back. We're gonna build it back. Got Pinball Alley set up, ready to roll. I got future plans, guys. I'm telling you, the mind never stops thinking in Home Arcade. Fourth Horseman says, my kids and I used to do magic shows for my wife. Oh, dude, magic is the best. I loved it when I was a kid. Magic, I bet you my kids would love it, dude. Oh, like the sleight of hand, all that cool stuff. Everybody always quit everything every time. I said I could only perform if I saw her in half trick once per kid. Ever haven't figured out putting them back. You saw them in half and that's the end of it. Like, magic would be pretty fun. My kids would love that. My kids are very smart, dude. My kids are so smart. 3 and 5. They knew, in our neighborhood, they know their surroundings. Like, I fully have the confidence that my kids could make it back from like a few blocks away at the age of that. I don't know if they can cross the street alone. Probably not. But they're very smart. They know when we're pulling in on the street. We're like several streets down. And they're like, oh, we're going home. Like, they know that. They're so smart, man. Kids nowadays are so smart. Yeah, B Kirby, I made a mistake. I think I can admit that, right? But you also have to understand a couple things too. I was able to get Pac-Man behind me for a good price, $400. I haven't seen another Pac-Man, although I have seen a Golden Tee XL. It's gone now. That was for $50. It was like somewhere in Iowa. I was like scrambling to call people. Like, dude, $50? I'd have mod that thing into something cool. It's unbelievable. So I wish I would have gotten my hands on that. But I wouldn't have had KI Pro, which is essentially an XL. So I wouldn't have had those two, and say what you want about those two. I think they should be in the Home Arcade, my Home Arcade. But yeah, I think I dipped it a little too soon. But we were also promised this stuff in June. Nobody. I didn't think I'd be waiting. So to each their own. Make mistakes. My kids are sad. It's like the arcade's thinning out. We got to beef it back up, baby. But I don't want to buy deluxes. Like, we're going to XLs, and there's nothing, or Supremes, Extremes, right? So maybe the claw is the key. Maybe. JJ Says Basic Fun's products appear to be poor quality, including screens, controls, build style, quality, etc. I don't trust they'll release a QBert that's done properly with aspect ratios, controls, and a proper LCD BOE monitor. Yeah, we're going to talk about that because they're going to be including some stuff now that, again, this could have all been avoided if somebody in product quality like knew about these things a lot more than what the team does know, because it's quite obvious when you go back in your first, I mean, every cabinet that they released, there's issues with. Dare I say significant issues for an extra $100? Yes. Yeah. Now, if these cabs are $399, okay, I can kind of see past that. I'll add my own coin door on. I'll swap out a BOE. You know, I get that. But, and I understand the world goes round and prices are more expensive than what they used to be. I understand all this. But the excuses, they only hang so far from the tree. Like, it's like, okay, like, we were used to a certain quality from Arcade 1-Up, and Arcade 1-Up needed to do a lot better. And so now we're getting Basic Fun stuff, and it's like, Now, I could have made WrestleFest. If I would have got WrestleFest Ultra, I would have made that thing badass. You guys know this. I would have replaced everything on it. It would have been spectacular. But would it have been worth the money to do that? I don't know. You know, the XL cabinet is just so much better. It's so much bigger. It's more comfortable to play out. Let me tell you this, guys. My two littles, 3 and 5, go to the Midway Golden Tee to play Gauntlet when they know damn well Gauntlet is on here. Listen, my kids aren't stupid. They're QBert juniors, baby. So they know it's on here, but it's too small for even a 3 and 5-year-old to play at, let alone 2 adults. Come on. These are single-player cabinets. I digress. So that's why they go over there and they play it, right? It's just more, if a 3 and a 5-year-old, shit, make my 3 and 5-year-old QA testers. At this point, jeez Louise. Goofyfoot, thank you so much, man, for stopping by. QBert Crew channel member, did I miss the Black Friday socks discussion? No, you have not. In fact, this might be an extended show, guys, because I don't even think we've touched a topic yet. We've just been talking Iconic Arcade and their delays and the disappointment and the frustration. But they are, on one hand, making it good, you know, by offering $150 back, more games. I think to really, because you burned a lot of bridges here. Let's just be honest. I think to really make it up to the consumer, your diehard fans who are going to be talking about this and promoting this and telling people to buy this, $150 off the next cab. Let's go. So Double Dragon, $550. You heard it here first, guys. I'm just throwing it out there. Double Dragon, $550. But I don't want to talk about Double Dragon because it seems like, you know, it seems like, and for you guys that are just getting in, I'm playing 50% tonight. I'm very sick right now. But it seems like it's just silly talk to be talking about arcades that we haven't even gotten the first one yet. Let's just pump the brakes here, right? And it's very disappointing. You know, I want to get hyped. I want to get excited. I want to play Alpha 2, Third Strike, Alpha 3. My God, I've been watching gameplay on these things and obsessing over everything and listening to theme musics and for like a year now, getting hyped over this cabinet on my downtime. And it's like, oh, come on, man, another delay? You're killing me. You know what? I don't know. I digress. Chaotic, are you ready? Yeah, a little, well, B Kirby knows. B Kirby knows. B Kirby, should we tell him the news? Can we confirm this? Hold on, B Kirby, if you're in the chat, can we confirm what we are about to confirm? Let me know and I'll play the breaking news sounder. I think you have something that belongs to me if we can confirm that. So let's go, baby. We got a $4.99er coming in hot from our boy Joe Cade. And guys, are you going to push me to the limit? Are you guys going to make me extend the show and go into overtime? Because I think that's what's going to happen tonight. I think we're very close. If I click over here, we are very close, guys. We're on the brim. We're on the brim, guys. It was so funny. I was like, you know, did my wife want me to do a show just so she could be alone for an hour? I was like, Joe K, thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel. He says, Danny, happy Thanksgiving, health and happiness to you and the entire family. Make sure you get a drumstick. Well, we're not doing any turkey this year, but I'll save that thought. And happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of you guys as well. And happy holidays. We got a lot of doorbuster Black Friday stuff too. We're gonna talk about that. So where do we start here, guys? We haven't even touched our topic, so let's start somewhere. Well, we're starting somewhere, all right, with a $10 NASA Canes fan super chat, Double Dragon now. And there's a lot of people I don't want to talk about that yet, but there's a lot of people that will agree with that super chat and that sentiment right there. New and exciting titles. That's why we made the switch to XL, guys. It's just it's evolved. We've been over this before. Nobody's asking, besides RTG85 is asking for a cabinet without a riser, right? We've evolved from that. We got risers. We've evolved from that. Went to deluxe. We've evolved from that XL. And when I say XL, guys, you know what I mean? Extremes, Supremes, Nacho Bel Grandes. Like, the XL size cabinet is the final form factor in home arcade. That's the most comfortable cabinet. If you've never played on an XL, I'm telling you right now, you're going to sell your deluxes for it. I get it. If you have a whole arcade, you don't want to start over. I understand, right? It's a struggle to start over. You got to find buyers. You're probably going to take a loss on some of this stuff. Then you got to wait around for companies. I'm going through that right now, guys. So, but I'm just saying it's a better form factor and it's more comfortable one. I'm 6 foot, so give or take. If you're a little too high. He said, "Are you ready?" He said, "No, I said, are you ready?" And guys, that's from D Generation X. If you haven't heard. B Kirby saying, let's break the news. So guys, let me head over here.
This is Home Arcade breaking news.
Guys, this is it. This is it. I feel like we need a
Over broke. Let's party. Holler if you ever.
I'm about to own my first multicade. Wow, the ALU is coming to the Cornercade, and huge shout outs to B Kirby. None of this gets done without him. Okay, so he picked it up. It's for $400. The thing looks brand new. B Kirby can attest to that. And we're gonna make a trade in the Cornercade. So we're gonna trade for something in the Cornercade. Okay. So thank you, B Kirby. ALU is coming to the Cornercade. It's gonna sit directly behind me. It's a little bit of wide body. We're going to do a little bit of modding to it, add a coin door, light that sumbitch up. And with the help of Brian, Legends Unchained. I need, hey, Joe K, you already know what I'm saying. Where are the light guns? That's what I need to say. Joe K, where are the light guns, baby? So Joe, we got to get some light guns because apparently you can play light gun games on this. I've never owned a multi-cade. This is probably going to be a whole new world for me. Guys, this chat is rocking and rolling. I love when we're like 45 minutes deep and I'm still not only saying hello to you guys, but I haven't even started a topic yet tonight. That's when you know the show is rocking and rolling. So let's go. Big Vicious, you did it. You're keeping me here for an extra hour. You guys are insane. You're nuts. You're crazy. My wife will probably thank you. $5 super chat from our boy Big Vicious says, here's 5 just so I can say no turkey. That's blasphemy. Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's Thanksgiving's getting expensive too, guys. I gotta be honest with you. A turkey's like $50. I don't know what I let it get some pizza. I gotta be honest with you. Traditions are traditions. I understand. Our kids are little enough where they don't understand that, and they just care about Christmas, right? Christmas and Halloween, that's their go-tos, and maybe Easter because you get candy, right? Anything with candy and gifts, the kids are gonna be all for. But turkey, they're good with that. Thor KC, I voted yes, but price is paramount. 1,000 people are not paying $600 for a QBert. Thor, I'll argue that in a second. Okay, I'll argue that in a second because we got to get back to that poll for sure. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I got to be honest with you. This is an extra large cabinet. I'll probably have to boost it up 3 inches, right? I don't want to make it too tall where it's towering over Time Crisis, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here. I got to get my hands on it first. Guys, I own a multicade. This is nuts. We're still going to have dedicated cabinets, but there's going to be games out there you're just never going to get, right? And QBert might be one of them. So guys, let's get into our actual first topic. So Spreetail travels down to Boca Raton, and this has got Seinfeld written all over it, right? It's just honestly, you're driving Cadillacs. You got George's parents down there. You got Jerry's family down there. It's literally what I envision with Spreetail meeting with Cyrus and Basic Fun. So Cyrus, from what I'm gathering, is saying, no, QBert ain't going to sell, bro. They ain't going to sell. Well, we can do a counter series. First of all, I got to be honest with you, and chat, argue this with me till the cows come home. Should counter series even be a thing? I'm saying no. No. If you want to do something for $200, do a Numbskull New Wave Toys recreation and call it desk stuff. Put it on a shelf. Maybe you do a little bit cheaper materials, maybe a little bit more plastics, but it still looks legit. Get it in at a cool price point, still play the arcade ROM. Do HDMI out so you can still plug it up to a TV or an arcade cabinet and have some fun with that. I think that's a way better idea than these stupid countercades. The countercades are junk, and I don't want to go on a whole tangent, but if you're going to be doing something, do a partycade. Partycade, 17-inch screen, more full-size controls. It's sleeker, can go on the wall. I'd be game for a partycade, right? And let me know, chat, if what do you guys think, right? So that there shouldn't even be a counter series. And I got to be honest with you, this is where it really just grinds my gears. And I was watching a little bit of Mike B. He was feeling the same thing I was. It was really grinding my ears a little bit. So if you are a home arcade company let's just say arcade at this point. If you're an arcade company and you're an arcade buyer, and both of you guys don't think that 1,000 to 3,000 to 5,000 QBerts are not going to sell, I gotta just my lips to God's ears here. Get out of the business. Okay. Go sell patio furniture, go sell couches, toasters. There's a whole bunch of other stuff you can sell, right? For the house. You can furnish the house with whatever you want. QBert is iconic. Okay. And let's date back to the poll here because I could be wrong, right? Well, would you buy a QBert Supreme or Ultra? I got 75% of the people in here saying yes. It's better than 50-50, guys. I would be in on that. It's my wife's favorite game. One of her favorite games. You put QBert's Cubes on there, you call it a day. And now, for me, if you're going to ask me, it's a Supreme all day, Extreme, whatever company's making this, have at it, Haas. And it looks like Basic Fun is going to be doing this. So, but to do a counter series, and see, I'm out. And chat, let me know. We're going to catch up to you guys. I just got to get these pointers across. It's worrisome. Okay. It's very worrisome because is Basic Fun just going to, are they just going to do Terminator 2, Mortal Kombat, Golden Tee? Like, are we going to get the same thing we just got from Arcade 1-Up? Please tell me no. Come on, man. If you think of arcades, iconic logos, you think Pac-Man, Space Invaders, QBert. Listen, I'm not even an 80s guy. Chat, I need your help. I'm a 90s guy, right? But that's what I see first. That's the passion. 80s games. Guys, this demographic, and I'm probably one of the few, right, who's in their 30s, hanging on by a thread, late 30s, buying arcade cabinets, right? Hopefully I can pass that down to my kids. We can restore real arcades when we get older. And I got a little bit of support on my side to help lift these things and sand and buff and paint and prime and do all that fun stuff. But right now, this is what we're doing, right? So you're tailoring towards more like 50, 60-year-olds, people in the 40s too. Those are 80s games, man. They're 80s games. 80s games are a layup. 90s games are the risk, right? From what I maybe think, from what I'm maybe gathering, could that be true? I think both are stellar. I've always said this. I said the recipe for success, and I've given this out now 75,000 times. Will somebody please just jot this down? 2 80s, 2 90s. Every year you're getting 4 arcade cabinets. You can do that for the next 25 years and not touch the cusp. Maybe you'll get 30% of arcade cabinets that are ever made, right? Maybe. I don't know. But you're satisfying both crowds. I am so disappointed when 80s games get neglected, when 90s games get neglected, early 2000s games get neglected. And we're just kind of picking and choosing randomly. These companies like Stop with the AI, stop with the market research, go with your gut. I know it sounds crazy. Like, dude, you don't go with your gut. That you can't just go with your gut when you're producing 3,000 of these. We need ROI, right? Return on investment, baby. But these are just common sense type things, right? Like a Mortal Kombat XL, which we'll get to. QBert Supreme. Guys, I'll do an Ultra. Let's just do both. It's in the poll, guys. 75% of those people would get an Ultra or a Supreme. It would be a gorgeous showpiece if you just had one cabinet in the corner of your living room, right? Where the CornerCade started, to just have one of those. The side art, the marquee, the iconic title. And I gotta beg, I know we had some discussion in the chat here. QBert's a boring game. It doesn't keep your... Guys, these are iconic legacy titles we're talking about. These are titles that are, like I said, when you think arcades, you think Space Invaders, and I don't even like Space Invaders is okay. Probably get a cabinet because it'd be pretty sweet having like an XL Space Invader. Space Invaders, QBert, Pac-Man. I mean, anything Atari. You're talking about Crystal Castles, Centipede. Like, these are just iconic things that you cannot get. That's not a risk. There's no risk in making these cabinets, right? So it behooves me. There's a word for you. That this isn't just like a layup. Oh yeah, dude, we're doing that, no problem. It's not even a discussion. The CornerCades can just go away. Like, there's no need for them. It's partycades for me. See, Israel says, do a partycade. They're pretty awesome. They are. See, Zero Redux. I agree. No more CornerCades. I think it's just silly. Like, guys, my 3 and 5-year-old, it's not like they're meant for kids. They were like, I'm good. We got an NBA Jam CornerCade, and they were like, nah, I'm good. Like, I thought they would like it. It's their size. They can play with it on the floor. You can take it anywhere. They were like, no, we're good. We're going to go play the real things, or the bigger things. So I don't know who we're really... So I think a small, New Wave toy style would be really cool. Numbskull Arcade would be kind of cool. Maybe something like that. You do a partycade. You do your Ultra and Supreme. I think that's where, I don't know. That would be kind of cool. I don't know where I'm at with the chat here. So you're going to have to... Guys, I'm sick. These bright lights are killing me right now, but you guys are the best. Chaotic says, CornerCades would be fine if they were just a true CornerCade size, like the MVSX. Yeah, you're not wrong. It would be but then you're charging like $4.99 for that. $3.99 maybe. Yeah, those would be bigger. Like, you could put them on a bar top. But they're just, those are, I agree with that. But they're just these small things with like a 9-inch display. It's like, I don't know, who's this for? I don't understand. Man. Let's see, let's do my favorite. This is my favorite. And why is it my favorite? Well, if you notice there's Blanca and Ryu in Street Fighter in the arcade cabinet, guys. That's a little Easter egg. Check that out for next time, right? Nathan Canes fan, you are going in tonight, my son. Holy moly. Will somebody get this guy a membership? Like, geez Louise. Counter Series works for me, dude, to my disability. So I'd probably buy these more than other form factors. That makes a good point because it's portable. Would a partycade, though, work as well? Because you can kind of mount that a little bit lower, right? And you got a 17-inch screen. So again, that's a good point, right? I don't know. Okay, would you rather have a CornerCade or like a New Wave Toys style arcade that you can then plug to your TV with an HDMI out, right? I don't know, like, the rules and regulations to HDMI outs. We've heard in the past that some licensors don't like that, yada yada, because it takes it from a toy, puts it to a video game console. It's just that's way above my head as far as the analytics for that goes. But would that be cool? Because you can kind of play with the controller on the TV, fight stick, whatever the case may be. Thank you, NASA Canes fan, for supporting the channel, though. Let me know, though. Let me know in the chat, because I would like to know. I know a little behind on the chat, guys. Keep it rocking. Keep it rolling. Chaotic BPR says, wait till you hit your 40s, Danny. The pains are coming. Yes. I feel like I'm aching getting out of bed. This is not good. It's not good, guys. It's all downhill from here. Kudos to my daughter, though. She's an angel. She's a savant. If I ask her to do something, she's on top of it. Very little complaining, very little whining, always taking care of her brother. Love it. We raised her right. Preach, Annie. What am I preaching? About the whole stream? Thank you. I had to get some things off my chest. Where are we at here? Chris Nooner says, I'd rock with a QBert partycade with a knocker. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't like knockers, right? QBert's cubes, QBert, and we're calling it a day. Michael B, the game genies in the house. How many super chats to get you to delete your channel? I don't know. That's very tempting, my guy. I don't have to do this. You are hilarious. Thank you so much, man, for being here. Let's go, man. Where are we at? Yeah, this is oh, you guys are too funny. I'm scrolling through. Chaotic says Robotron would be an instant buy for me. Food fight with the correct form factor. Take my money. New racing cabs like Hydro Thunder, San Francisco Rush, Crazy Taxi. Again, all great stuff. I mean, we gave away the titles, guys. Do I need to do it again? Do I still have that list? I could do it for you guys since we're live here in the building. Okay, I have that list. We can quick run down this for anybody that missed. I mean, this is not rocket science, guys. Berserk, and this is for an Ultra Supreme, but you know me about the Supremes, right? The Extremes and Supremes and the Nacho Belgrandes. I want the bigger cabinets. Berserk Frenzy Cab, Centipede, Defender, Missile Command, Tempest, Frogger, Road Blasters, Bubbles, Robocop, Burger Time, Dig Dug, Bad Dudes, Food Fight, Afterburner, Joust, Pole Position, QBert, Robotron, Sinistar, Tron, Zookeeper, Crystal Castles, Dragon's Lair, Spy Hunter, Star Wars from the 80s, you already know, Tapper, Track and Field, Karate Champ, Marble Madness, Gauntlet, Ghosts and Goblins, Outrun, Rampage, Super Sprint, and Golden Axe. Guys, that's just the 80s. I mean, the 90s, these are new games. Daytona USA, Alien vs. Predator, House of the Dead 1 and 2, or just do 2, I don't really care. Tekken, SNK, anything from King of Fighters to Metal Slug. Guys, wake up! Area 51, Sega Star Wars Trilogy, The Punisher, Cowboys, a Moo Mesa / Sunset Riders cabinet, Smash TV, Hydro Thunder, Sega Jurassic Park Shooter, NHL Open Ice. I mean, guys, that's the next 25 years, right? And then you can remake things that have already been out, like a T2 XL. Can you believe it? Can you imagine it? Can you feel it? That would be kind of cool, okay? And could Midway not be exclusive? We're going to talk about that as well. I'm not a big fan, JJ, I think the Evercade is actually pretty cool. I did a little looking at that. The console, you can play like anything on there. I think that's actually really dope. The QBert, though, is just not for me. It's just silly. Like, if I want to play on a 9-inch screen, I might as well just use my phone at this point. It's just not for me personally, right? But that's just me, right? But I think the console's cool. Oh, I forgot. I totally forgot. Guys, I am the winner. James Hates Everything. Thank you so much, man. If you're watching the stream, great. If you're not, see it on replay. I am the owner of an Atari 7800 Plus. Is this the ConsoleCade? Is this really happening? Fantastic stream James did. Really fun. Zooming in on all the logos and trying to identify them. I feel like I was gypped and robbed of 2. Defender, and there was another one that I got before everybody else, but fair is fair. Jason calls it right down the line. Would have been at a tie. Maybe. Zero Redux. You blew me out of the water, man. You know your shit, man. I thought I was good, but man, Zero Redux, a big bang, boom. But I came in second place with the luck of the wheel, and I'm an Atari 7800 Plus owner. This is crazy. It's gonna be kind of cool, maybe collecting some of these. But man, $33 per car. Atari, you're just doing too much. $5 to $10 tops. Come on now. It's really cool that this system, this reimagined system, this remake can play the old actual OG cartridges. That's dope. I gotta be honest with you. And I'm an arcade guy, and I still think that's pretty cool. All right, where we at here? Mike, you're in the chat. How do you feel about this QBert news? You gotta lay it on me, man. What do you think? well, he's going to say this. He says, Food Fight, Robotron, Tapper, Defender, done right, of course, and DK. And I left off Nintendo stuff because it's just right now it's pie in the sky, right? Would all be immediate buys for me. And I'm at the point too, like Mike, I used to be like, hey, more games, more better, right? I always used to say that, and that's still true to a certain point. But I think what these companies really need to do, and I'm gonna piggyback off what Mike preaches, is like a Centipede Supreme, 2 games, right? Centipede and Millipede. That's all you need. That's all you gotta play on that thing, right? Make a Crystal Castles cab then. But I would maybe adjust that just a smidge. If you got trackball games, right? We don't need to add all this other hoopla, like the spinners and a race car wheel and a light gun, But if we have vertical games from Atari, from the arcade that works, maybe you slap those on too, right? Maybe there's only 5 games, right? Because let's be honest here. A lot of the times, guys, when we're playing our home arcades on a dedicated cabinet, you're playing that game. Yes, Mortal Kombat, I'll probably play all the Mortal Kombat games. Do I typically go and play Bubbles? No, because I got that on the 19-inch, Midway Golden Tee. I can play the Bubbles there. But typically speaking, like, I will play the marquee title. Like, Darkstalkers, I only play Darkstalkers 1, 2, and 3. I don't even mess with any. I never played another game on there, right? So typically, at least for me, I play the dedicated game on the dedicated cabinet, right? That's just where I'm at. Now, I just don't think we need to cram all these games down everybody's throat. Like, can you do Robotron Cab? Maybe have like I don't know, other games that are like a Smash TV's been thrown out there, but then you're kind of messing with it. You got 4 joysticks instead of 2. So can we keep it just to 2 joysticks? Any shooter games on there like that where you're moving and grooving and shooting with the other one? That's where I think more accurate cabinets, this notion of games for added value is just, it's not needed, guys. Wouldn't you listen, think about it. I could buy 1 multicade, right? Or I could buy 57 cabinets from you. What would you rather have, companies? Would you rather have the 57 sales or the 1 multicade sale? There you go. That would be one hell of a madness of a cabinet. Crystal Castles, Marble Madness, Black Widow. I would love to see, like Marble Madness be included. That's a really fun game. There's so many games. I haven't played Black Widow yet. I got to be honest. But I'll check that out on the ALU when that comes here. Mike, I'm getting an ALU. Can you believe it? I got a multicade. This is nuts. And At Games was nice enough to send me the LCD marquee to that, so I'll do a video and we'll show that off. Hopefully I can connect all that right, because I saw one of P-Dub's videos, and it looks like you gotta do all the updates, and you gotta do it step by step. If you miss a step or go, the whole thing is gonna explode. So I don't want to mess this up at all. I want to keep my marquee nice. See, Marvel, what you got for me, kid? We're taking an out 80s games, but people are still asking for 90s games. They seem like they've been right now focused on 90s games. They need to focus on all of it, because I gave you the list, guys. It ain't that difficult. It ain't that deep. I didn't need market research to come out this. I can guarantee you make a dedicated cabinet of every single one of those, and that MMO or minimum order quantity, whatever, will sell at 3,000. And we always say, like, well, how long would it take to sell? Would it sell right away? Yes. The answer is yes. Yes, it will. And you can always, why don't you do this? Is it crazy enough to put out like a Kickstarter for these things, or does that make the company look bad? Like, you get everybody to pay it up front and you're done. There's no like playing this guessing game of, will I have overstock in a warehouse, or will I be able to sell through this, or will I not be able to? Like all this stuff, right? Now, kind of hurts us as the buyer because there's no real sales, but I don't think there's going to be sales. There's never sales for retail. Very rare is there sales, and that we'll get to the Black Friday portion, trust me. Very rarely is there sales, and this is just you might as well go off the hinges tonight, baby, because we met our little super chat goal. So kudos to you guys in the building for supporting the channel. Really do appreciate it. So you got me for overtime, baby, which I'm gonna have to crack. I'm gonna have to text my wife and see if he can bring me a Sprite. Let's see here. Hopefully it's sport. Hopefully she'll see that text message. She's with the littles right now. Because I'm out of Arnie, and we're hitting a second Arnie, but I don't want to. I only got 2 Arnies left. I don't want to blow through them, so maybe a Sprite will help me with my sickness, right? So, but I digress. I totally got off the rails here. 80s, 90s. we got to do it all, right? This is pretty easy to, yeah. Chris, can you imagine? Like, I'm looking at the chat here. Like a Tempest Supreme would look gorgeous. Getting that marquee slanted, like you didn't have to do the waterfall deck. And I know I'm getting a lot of heat in the chat for even saying that, but let's make it simple, stupid. There's always mods for that. But anything, guys, that's the end form factor. These cabs are going to look so much better. I mean, you can literally see behind me, you got the Pac-Man, you got the Miss Pac-Man. Like, it looks. Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Face.
Dad, what's up?
Hey, fist pound.
Dad,
What? Well, I got the message right away, and little Logan brought this in. Okay, buddy, he just drifted away. My 3-year-old coming in hot, saving the day with a Sprite. Let's go, baby. I think that deserves a little super chat sound. Zero sugar. What in the world is going on here? I was like tasting. I'm like, is this thing flat? Thank you, honey. Honey taking care of me as always. Zero sugar. Ugh. What do we? I don't know. Peter McNabb, thank you so much, man, for being here. Has QBert been announced in a QBert form? So we'll move off of QBert. I know the show is off the rails. Normally is, guys. But QBert, so long and short, Cyrus got with Basic Fun at Boca Raton, another Seinfeld episode, right? And they're going to attempt to maybe do a QBert countercade, when in reality, I think they should do a Partycade and a Supreme, or an Ultra and Supreme, and get rid of the countercade line. But that's just me. And I don't agree with that totally. I think they don't believe that title can sell. I don't know where they're getting their data for that. It's really, I don't know. I don't, maybe they have some kind of special sauce, right? One sauce. But yeah, I just don't, does it really have an awesome soundtrack, Vic? I've never heard it. I've just seen the gameplay. I'll just, what, Danny, you lie. I see a Frogger in your Pac-Man right behind you. Yeah, that's playing Frogger. That was going to be our cabaret mod, but we held up on the, I'm selling that now, but we held up on the deluxes because we're going to invest in the XLs. But so it looks like that's going to happen. I think you guys should get loud, right? And see if you can change that, because a QBert Supreme or Extreme or XL, whatever, right, would be pretty badass. I got to be honest with you. And you'd have a day one buyer right here. So let's move on to Black Friday sales, guys. Black Friday sales are here. Not really too excited about Black Friday. I got to be fully transparent with you guys. Arcade 1UP had a sale, $150 off a cabinet. That's why at one point we rebought for like the 9th time NBA Jam. Yes, I've owned 2 NBA Jam Slimcades, maybe 3, maybe I think 2. It's been a lot. It's been too many. But I bought that because it was a hell of a deal. It was $350. Now, you're telling me Black Friday you can't match or beat that? Come on, man. $50 off. I get there's a lot of things coming in this world, but these cabinets were already here. They weren't being shipped over. So the sales are meh at best. At Games has some sales as well. 70% off packs, $200 coupons for their website. The ALU is back on their website for $550. That's what you're going to get at the Sam's Club price. So at least you don't have to buy a membership. You can get it directly from them, order it, and be done with it. So there are some good, decent sales out there. Just nothing thrilling. I mean, another $20 off the Basic Fun cabinets. So you're looking at about $480 for those. So, if I were you guys and you got it off Amazon, I would just price match that, because you can just do that. Might as well get an extra $20 back. Let me know what if you guys are going to take advantage of any of these sales in the chat. Let me know, and I'll catch up with you guys. Hayden Dew says Atari was going on and off making a new company during the Arcade 1UP lawsuit. I hope they'd be able to have games they wanted to make, like Pong or Black Widow. Yeah, I know that those, Michael B and I both made a video a long time ago saying, like, look, is Atari shopping around? And sure shit, they were having Basic Fun make their cabinet. Now, there's multiple things wrong with that cabinet, just like there's multiple things wrong with the WrestleFest. And unfortunately, And there's things wrong with the Atari Return of the Jedi. But are we not getting a Supreme of the Return of the Jedi either? Good God almighty. Did I make a huge mistake and just explode the arcade for nothing? Oh, man. Michael B says, maybe if you didn't buy an Arnold Palmer, you could buy more. Wait, an ALU. Maybe you could buy more Arnold Palmers. Well, I'm making a trade. Kirby and I are going to trade it out. So we're trading Mortal Kombat for the ALU. So I think that's a pretty fair deal for all parties involved. We'll get there, Hayden. We'll get there. I promise. I'm betting the arcade on that one. How about that? Should I bet the channel, Mike? You'd like that, wouldn't you? Yeah, JJ, it's a train wreck. You could go back and listen to the first 40 minutes spiel that I gave. It's a train wreck. It's bad. It's a bad look, and there's no way you can go to CES at all. Don't even show your face, because it's just going to be silly. WrestleFest $379 with Amazon cards. So if you sign up with a card for an Amazon credit card, you'll get an extra $100 off. You start to make it more reasonable at that point, because if you're really picky, you gotta mod it a little bit, right? Okay, so we touched on QBert. Black Friday doesn't look like there's a lot of people taking advantage of any Black Friday plans. Chris Nooner says, only thing I plan on buying this week, well, not a Black Friday sale, is the buy stuff Star Wars PC upgrade. I don't know if they had any sales going on over there. I know a lot of third-party private companies are. I'm sure Glenn is having a lot of sales as well. There's nothing I'm really looking into right now. There's no extra large cabinets out, that I'm kind of looking at now. With the AOU, could I possibly upgrade things a little bit? Maybe. We'll see. That could be a whole new journey for me, a whole new world. But there's nothing. We're at a standstill right now, right? We're just here waiting for delay after delay, and these companies to finally come out with stuff. So we're taking it very easy. It's kind of depressing if you think about it. It just sucks, man. Waiting just sucks, especially when these things are, this is not rocket science, guys. This should be very, very easy. Hey, that's a good question, Mike. Answer the man. Says, when do we get another Corner Genie stream? Let's go, baby. So the Black Friday, kind of a letdown. Just being transparent, there's nothing really that's exciting that's got my attention. It would have been nice to see the claw machine go on sale, because that was like the one product that I'm kind of interested in, right? But yeah, so I don't know. So there it is. I don't know if anybody's, you guys can chime away in the chat if you guys are getting anything. Okay, so here's the big topic. Besides the iconic delay, man, this has been one hell of a show, guys. One hell of a show. For something I wasn't gonna do, I'm trucking on through, guys. I appreciate everybody being here. You guys, if you haven't given this video a like already, please go ahead and do so. Really helps support the channel. So we're looking at Mortal Kombat. Why do I bring that up? Well, Spreetail on the Arcade Insiders was explaining that they are going to try to attempt to make a Supreme cabinet outside of club stores, right? And hallelujah, thank the Lord for this one, right? This is something that I've been preaching and preaching and preaching. I don't like the idea of getting a membership to these club stores. I just don't like it. We don't shop there enough to, and maybe there's savings. I don't know, right? For those of you guys who have a Sam's Club membership or a Costco membership, we've just had them in the past. We haven't really used them, right? So that would be cool. Now, there's hints of titles, and I can guarantee you it was stuff that was been brought up over and over and over again. So what's a safe bet that's been brought up over and over again? Mortal Kombat, right? We haven't seen that in XL, okay? They specified that this is something we haven't seen in XL. So, guys, if I would have bet the QBert on this, I told you guys Double Dragon was coming when it was a prototype. It's Mortal Kombat XL. I'm hyped for it, but with all this delay after delay after delay, it's exhausting. It is exhausting. Yes, Vic, I appreciate you. I actually have other stuff too. I created some show notes here. I I think I might have touched them all that, which is actually funny. And we'll get into stuff too in the after party, because you guys have extended this holiday madness at the Cornercade. So big thank you so much, man, for always being there and supporting the channel and behind the scenes and whatnot. Really do appreciate it. But yeah, so it's gonna be Mortal Kombat. Now, what is it gonna be reskinned as, right? Well, if you're gonna do it right, because you got the run button on there, 110% says. But again, this is the blind leading the blind when it comes to arcade selling and buying. Sometimes Mortal Kombat 3 should be the only option. Now I know Ultimate, right? Ultimate. Now I know that's not going to happen because for some odd reason that's not very relatable or whatever the case may be. So it's going to be skinned probably Mortal Kombat 1 or Mortal Kombat 2, right? And that's a horse apiece. And I can end the poll, guys, because it's an overwhelming. QBert would sell, so make it. That's QBert Ultra and Supreme will sell, so let's make it. There you go. There's your market data research right there. You got that 65 votes in the house. So, and trust me, the most hardcore, the hardcore people are in this chat and watch this show. So there you go, like that. So yeah, so hopefully, you know, again, fingers crossed, you know, do we get MK4? I mean, that would be nice, right? What else is going to be on the cabinet? There's a lot of, you know, and guys, it's an MK. It's an MK cabinet happening. So where do we go from here? Hopefully that'll be out sooner than later. An early 2026 release would be nice, but with all of these companies pushing things back and back and back, it's really hard to kind of get hyped, right? To kind of get hyped for all this stuff. So we'll take it with a grain of salt. We'll see what happens. If they can order it, if they can get it done, if they can make it, great. But it begs me the question is, Arcade 1-Up has Midway. So can Midway just be shopped around all over the place? That would be cool. Because it seems like Arcade 1-Up's not really making anything, right? Let's just be honest with you, especially in the Supreme, Extreme, and XL size. They're kind of done with that. And it's a bummer too. That we couldn't get something extra for the holidays, right? Even if it's something that was already done before, would have been nice. But yeah. So well, chat, what do you think? XL Mortal Kombat. Are you interested in that? I mean, hit a 1. Hit a 1 if you're interested in a Mortal Kombat XL. I know I am. It's something that I would buy. Especially since I'm getting rid of the Mortal Kombat cab. You know. But it's not something it's like you buy it, you're like, okay, this is pretty cool. You know, you're playing on a 19-inch now, playing on a better form factor. But it's something that's like, oh man, it's a new game, right? Like there's not that feeling like I got with Time Crisis and, you know, MVC2 and Blitz, right? I got those feelings of like, oh man, it's dope. It's a new game, right? Well, I'm not really getting those vibes, but I'm getting vibes is like, okay, you know, we're putting together a cool arcade. You know, I'll have 3 fighting cabs at that point: Mortal Kombat, Alpha 2, and Killer Instinct. Okay, you know, it's what it is. You know, I got 15 slots left. You know, I could always sell something to create a little bit of space. You got to be crafty though, because these things are a little bit bigger. So I gotta, it's like almost like you gotta double dip and sell 2 deluxe to have room for 1, and we're gonna have to get creative, and we certainly will. Plus, what is going on with the other XL cabs, right? Centipede, Asteroids, Centipede alone, Return of the Jedi. Are these things even happening anymore? I know WrestleFest looks like it is because it's in their promotional material, but that might not mean much. So we might not be getting any of those. So that really puts a hamper for sure. And the excitement kind of just chops you at the leg right there. C Marvel says no more MK cabs until they add rollback with to the online. You know, for my fighting guys out there, C Marvel's a big fighting guy. I don't play online, so I do know though that the new basic fun cabs, the second layout, looks like it's been confirmed that speaker grill covers, coin doors, which we said should be on there. All of us said that. And online will now be features of that, but we can't. This is the thing. If you're gonna put those on there, don't be jacking up the price $100. Like these are things that are expected, guys. But it would solve a lot of their problems. Some, not all, I should say. Some of their problems. But man, Yeah, it's rough right now. I think it's just a rough time. You know, I'm not holding my breath with our recent letdowns and delays. And you said Michael B. Did he confirm that? I had his show on. It was on the TV. I was doing a lot of stuff. Our washer broke, guys. The dryer still works, but our washer broke. And when you got a big family and then the washing machine breaks, you're screwed. So I got to like hand wash things. Like I'm down by the river. It was exhausting. So shout outs to the wife for helping me out. Just it's a pain in the tail. So we got to get that fixed. That's what I was doing. C Marvel says you should play online sometimes so you can interact with some of the community. Hell, why don't you play Michael B? We did. Michael B and I played KI against each other. I think I took that. It would be fun. I think gameplay streams are fun, but it's a lot of work to set up and not many people watch it. People like the podcast format the best. They like to just sit back, have me on the TV or the phone and just play games, listen to me as background music or whatever the case may be. Just not a lot of people watch the gameplay streams. So that's why I don't like go out of my way to do it. But yes, it would be fun. Maybe have like a YouTube tournament, YouTube creator tournament or something. That would definitely be fun. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty decent at most fighting games. So, I'll get wrecked by like good guys. But I think I can hold my own against the other YouTubers out there for sure. Hayden Dew says, no MK4, we ain't talking. I plan on making a Legacy Collection XL running an Xbox. I can even play KI. And I think that's where a lot of people are turning to, like modding and, just doing their own stuff. That's what we did like hell a year ago. We were doing that with the Deluxes. Like, we're not getting what we want, so we're just going to make what we want, right? I think that's where we're at. Chris Jr. says, I don't know how I feel about 2026 new stuff either, at least quarter one, quarter two. I'm hoping something is working. I hope something comes out. We had these like 5 cabinets that were like, hey, here's XL cabinet, and they're all delayed, not happening. It's a mess. It literally is a mess right now, and it's sad. It's sad. Hayden Dew says, Danny had the opposite problem. No dryer, but the working washer. I guess I'd rather have the working dryer, right? Yeah, you can hang things, but it would take forever to dry. And then they'll kind of stiff, right? So I can wash it by hand, in the washing machine with some soap. You just agitate it and do your thing, right? It's a pain in the ass, though. You're doing that for 20 minutes. It's exhausting. But we need both of them, right? What a world we live in. One electronic goes down, we're losing our minds, right? Oh, it's exhausting. Well, guys, I think that's the show. Did I miss anything? Let me know. I'm an Atari 7800 owner, 7800 plus owner. Well, it will be as soon as that arrives. And QBert possibly coming in a QBert form, but we would all like to see a Supreme form or an Ultra or both, right? Both. Black Friday sales are very mid this year, to say the least, at best. And it was hinted and confirmed that Mortal Kombat XL or Supreme is on the horizon and will be coming once the order is placed. Very excited. We'll get, more news to talk about there. I'll say this. If Basic Fun is listening, I give you guys a lot of advice here. I love the UI on the Star Wars cab. I think that should be your UI going forward. I love the diagonal lines. I love just the logos. Copy that. If you do 2 games, those instead of 3 boxes, you're doing 2, 1 game, 1 box. Let's say you have 10 games, right? Then they're just more thinner lines going across, right? They're just a sliver of the game. That would be amazing looking, because the UI on the Centipede looks kind of like garbage. Again, UI, it's the UI. Who cares, right? But it does play a little bit when you're picking the games. I think the UI on the WrestleFest is just kind of like the logos are just thrown on there. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Illest1 in the room. Hayden Dew says, G.I. Joel, we need to save the Q-Boy. Oh, G.I. Joel is doing a Black Friday sale as well. I think he's doing 5 Nintendo Play Choice cabs and maybe 10 other Nintendo cabs that he's going to be making. So definitely go check out G.I. Joel's website as well. And he's probably doing, I think he did he's doing 15%. Don't quote me, 10% on some of the inline risers. Always good stuff. Always good stuff. Zero Redux says pretty much spot on. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Let's go. Stupid Fat Hobbit says, oh, guys, I forgot. I forgot I was gonna do something. Hold on, we gotta stop the show. This is overtime, so this is my time. You guys made me do this. Stupid Fat Habit. We are gonna actually watch something that you put out, my guy. Hold on, let's see what we got here. Dude, everybody's going in tonight. Let's go. Okay, Stupid Fat Habit. If you guys haven't seen him, he's got an awesome arcade. One of the best I've ever seen. So what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to go over here. Let's do a little bit of this real quick. Oh, of course, we got to let that play. Hold on. Let the ads play. Stupid Fat Habit, you got ads on this stuff? This is incredible. Okay. Dude, you got 20 ads on here. Okay, let's see if I can do this real time, guys. I normally don't do this real time. I'm prepared. But to be honest with you, I was sick. Now I'm going to download something, and this might crash my entire stream tonight. Well, let's see if we can do this. We got to play it natively. So if you streamers out there, you don't live stream audio. You got to download it. You got to download the video. You can't, we don't have that good of internet, right? All right, let's see where we're at here. Download this. Let's see if this just kills the stream. Okay, downloading. Hope this is, let me know if this kills the stream, guys. All right, let's do that. Thank you, Jason, for sharing that link. 4 inches. What are you talking about? Breaking news. What are we going? Zero Redux. What are you talking about? We thought 2025 would be the comeback year. We were back, baby. Yeah, it's the delayed year. It's the year of the delays for sure. Yeah, you got ads on this stuff. You got like 20 ads. The whole thing is ads. Okay, we got to download it. Okay, we're good. Hold on. So I'm going to show off, and if it's okay, Stupid Fab, and I know you've been a supporter of mine since forever. I'm going to play your home arcade tour, guys. So while we're chilling and chatting, this man has a phenomenal arcade. Hold on, we're going to do this. We're going to pause this. Okay, just hold on a second. We'll get there in a second. You have a phenomenal arcade, my guy. And then, like, to Stupid Habit's point here, like, he's got all of these like ultra cabinets, deluxe cabinets, right? Like at that point, to upgrade to the big boys, probably not. Like my size, my collection is much smaller. So I was able to make those sacrifices a little bit easier, right? Free and fun, right? This is this is my passion, guys. This is 100%. If you think if anybody's doing this for money in the home arcade scene, you are out of your mind. There's no money to be made here. Like, I gotta be honest with you. Jason, what did you say? Oh, at 12:01 on Friday. Check it out. Awesome. So 5 play choices, 10 Nintendo caps available. If you guys didn't get in on that, there's your chance to get one. There's your chance to get one for sure. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? Want to make sure I got everybody here. Vic Vicious says, Danny, I seriously feel that XLs might not happen in the long run due to material cost, sales, etc. I do think deluxe. No, I don't want to hear that. But you might be right. I don't want to hear that. God, can you imagine? I sold off my X-Men Deluxe, Simpsons Deluxe, the damn casino cade that my wife loved. I sold Blitz Deluxe. What else did we sell? KI Deluxe. I sold all these cabs, and can you imagine? It would suck. All that for nothing. Oh, I forgot. Before we start the after show, because you guys did it, I get to play this.
Let's go get hyped. The QBert is back. Stage lights flash like a boss fight. Classic to deluxe. Every cab on the rack. Let's go get hyped. The QBert is back. One more life. We'll take that stack. Let's go get hyped. The QBert is back. Let's go get hyped. The QBert is back.
That's right, guys. We're in overtime, baby. Grab your second Arnold Palmer, raise it in the sky. I don't think I got 2 left. So I'm drinking the Sprite that's just god awful. 0 sugar. No, that's not for me. Take a couple of years off my life. I don't care. 0 sugar ain't happening. This thing is like making me more dry. I don't get it. All right, here we go, guys. Let's do this. Let's do this. This is good. You can still see me. Let's play this. This is Stupid Fat Hobbit's room tour. So guys, you can comment away. We're going to have some fun tonight. And guys, if you want to talk about anything else, this is all you guys. That would be funny. What's going on, Garage Gamer? Thank you so much for stopping by. Anything going on tonight? You missed a hell of a show. You'll have to rewatch that. Yeah, that was mine, Zero Redux. I sold it to him. I got to meet Pete. Great guy. Always fun meeting him. I've sold him 2 cabs now, Centipede and Street Fighter. So I'm glad he's happy, and I'm glad he took my advice on shifting the row, because the rows look way better in his arcade. 100%. Yeah, so this guy's Stupid Fat Hobbit. You got a hell of an arcade, dude. Guys, this is with the lights on. When he shuts the lights off, it's go time. Now I don't agree with your sports teams, but you know, it is what it is. C Marvel says zero sugar is more unhealthy than with sugar. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. It's aspartame. Let me see if there's actually I can't read that. Good luck. It's so funny when I'm getting older, dude. Okay, let's pause this real quick. Well, okay. We got a couple of Gen 1 cabs there. I know, Stupid Fat Hobbit, you mentioned in the video you don't really care about the light up marquees. I think personally you should move the drill off those and get the upgraded version of those. Light up marquees are just really cool, man. But I love that sign, back to the 80s. You got off Amazon, or at least they have it on Amazon. I was thinking about adding that to the arcade, but I went a different route. So that was really cool. And guys, this is Stupid Fat Hobbit's room tour. We are in overtime at the QBert, baby. Man, what a night of breaking news. Iconic delays. It's just sad. Sad all around. Basic Fun. In Basic Fun, we trust. We really need Basic Fun to step it up here and believe that they can sell QBert and a lot of odd titles for our home arcade pleasure. Now I got the claw machine. Look at that thing sitting pretty nice. Got a riser on that. Damn, that's wild. So let's pause this real quick. So he's got a riser on this. Can I? Okay, let's do this. So he's got a riser on that claw machine, about a 3-inch riser, it looks like, maybe a little bit more, but it still looks really low, man. Holy moly. Claw machine looks pretty damn cool. I don't know, man. It's kind of stupid. It's for the kids, right? I'd rather have like Mortal Kombat XL or something, but I think my kids will get a damn kick out of that. They really will. You guys are right on that one. And I got X-Men, Simpsons. Guys, this room is phenomenal. I'd be in here every day, let alone. You got a lot of cool stuff in here, Stupid Fat, man. This is awesome. I got the sound off because there's a lot of I don't know if he's talking during it, but yeah, I mean, you guys can go check this out on his channel. Actually, I can put his channel in here. Let's do this. You guys are watching that. Now it's not going to be all fancy, but this is his channel. And he makes content every once in a while, you know, does the room tours. Kind of like how I started out with, just room tours. Love this. Look at the cigarette stand there. So damn cool, dude. I don't smoke, but that still looks badass. Got the WrestleFest. Need a marquee for that one for sure. Got the Star Wars sitting there. Really cool stuff. Just wait till he cuts the lights off, too. This is Stupid Fat Hobbit's room tour. I saw this, and I'm like, yeah, I'm putting this on the show. I don't even care. Oh, yeah, total party place, man. This is just, his basement's huge. That Star Wars looks incredible, by the way. I mean, you don't even really notice that it's on a riser. I should have got that. But, you know, XL, we were promised. Supremes, never got them. Damn. Another one. Another one. Got a couple Pac-Mans here, Street Fighter. A lot of cool stuff. I think this is like, there's a 90s corner too. So we had the 80s corner. There's a 90s corner. I think this is it right here. Yeah, back to the 90s. Just cool stuff all around. Yeah, how big is the basement too? I'd like to know that too, Stupid Habit. If you're still in the chat, I mean, you should be. Should be. We're showing off. Look, he's got the NWO, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash. That's cool. This is just cool stuff, man. But he's got these like little nooks that he set up. And he's got like a little movie theater in there, which is super cool. No. Square footage. Square footage. Street Fighter and square footage are both the SF. We want to know how big is this thing? Because this thing looks huge. It just looks comfy too. You know, you got nice carpet down there. It looks awesome. You got Burger Time here, Big Buck, Ridge Racer, T2. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff. And it's really like the decorations too that bring out your home arcade. I got a neon light coming too. Guys, this is insane. I put up a Pac-Man light. You guys know the Pac-Man light? You've seen the room tours that's above my TV. I'm getting a different neon light that's going to look a little bit better, in my personal opinion, because I can kind of dim it. I put that up. It was gone in 20 minutes on Marketplace. $25. It was sold for. I'm like, geez, I should have marked it as like $50 here. But that was too funny. Oh, Jason, you're going to love this little horror setup right here. This horror theme setup. Not a big horror guy, gotta be honest with you. I just, not for me. Yeah, see, love the horror displays. Yeah, I knew Jason was gonna be all over that. It's not, take it or leave it. I'm not into that. But I am into the turtles. The turtles looks great. You got Frogger, Golden Tee. I wonder if that's the XL. I can't remember. I think it might be the deluxe. I don't know if he owns an XL. Besides, technically, the claw machine is kind of width-wise an XL. A lot of cool stuff here, dude. Yeah, it's the deluxe version. There it is. All right, we got the same pinball. We're pinball pals. I want to give a shout out to, seriously, thank you guys for using my for those of you that ordered a pinball with my affiliate code on the At Games website. I really do appreciate it. That affiliate code is always going to be anything At Games you want to order. It's going to be in my my videos description on every one of my videos. So shout out to you guys for using that. It does really help support the channel. So I just wanted to say thank you, because you guys didn't need to do that and you did it. And I really do appreciate it, man. Like, here's this movie theater setup. I love this carpet here. I've seen that before. It looks really cool with all the VHSs there, the horror, got Chucky, all that stuff. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I love that. Got the little snack bar there. That's pretty cool. Man, this is pretty cool. This is a really cool setup. That's why I said, hey, I got to show this on the show here. So Time Crisis, and what perfect way to show this in overtime, baby, because you guys earned that with the support on this channel tonight. Tron looking really good. And he kept a lot of his like original cabinets, like didn't really upgrade to deluxe. So Superfab, you're in the chat. Why not upgrade deluxe? I know there's not a deluxe Tron, but there's a deluxe Mortal Kombat. There's a deluxe NBA Jam. You just feel like it was unnecessary, or do you like the risers? Let me know. You got Blitz, KI. Pretty cool stuff. And that'll pretty much round it out, and then he'll cut the lights, which will really get the party started. I mean, even with the lights on, it looks phenomenal, Really cool setup, though. Oh, yeah, that's a really good question, Jason. Like, how many people have you had down here? Because you got room for bubble hockey, shuffleboard. Like, you got a full bar set up. And if looks could kill, right? Like, if I could have something like this, oh, God, game over. But he did a phenomenal job. Like, this is the place to be, Really cool. So I might have to do some of those lights, Super Fat Hobbit. Like, let me know where you got those. Maybe I could put them up on the ceiling, like those spots, the balls that are rolling. Let me know. Look at that payphone. Excellent. Dragon's Lair, Outrun, MVSX to kind of close it out here with the bubble hockey. I love that Ghostbuster sign. Does that light up? I think it does. I might have to get me one of those, because I could probably put that somewhere. I've been making a conscious effort to add more LEDs in the CornerCade, like those LED signs, because they look way better. Now he's going to cut the lights here, and that's just going to look really, really, really good. And while he does that, we're going to get his, look at this. This is just, come on now. Stop it. This is the retro 80s vibes that we all have come to love. And this is just, it's so cool. So you gotta get the light up marquees there. I know you said you don't care about it, but I'm just saying. It would look cool. You gotta have the light up marquee. That's just look at that claw machine. Lit up. It just illuminates everything. That's where it's at. But this is just unbelievable. Superfast says, I'd only upgrade if more games are added. So big, gotta have the games on there. I'm not upgrading for the sake of just the looks and the size, and that's fair. That's fair. Everything pops. Look at this. This is awesome. You did a phenomenal job, dude. I cannot say that enough. Yeah, isn't it cool, man? I was like, when I saw this, I was like, because I've seen his room tours before, and this was the most recent one. I'm like, I got to show this off on the channel, because this is what it's about, guys. Building your home arcade and having fun, right? Coming out with new and exciting titles, form factors, games, just phenomenal. And guys, I urge you to go check out his channel, subscribe to it, and and you can see the full breakdown of everything that he does. Looks like WrestleFest is, I would assume, is probably his newest title, which is cool. I think he's playing 80s music there too. Here, let's see here. I thought he was playing 80s music. You hear Ridge Racer. I get the foosball. Now, see, I would be like less of those games, but you got the space because I don't really have the space for it. And he's gonna close it out here and go back up the stairs. But I would just be making rows, dude. I'd have arcade after arcade after arcade. Like, it would be nuts, dude. Oh my god, it'd be insane. Superman, I envy you. I'm jealous of what you got. It looks amazing, but we all have our own space. That's just, you know, that makes it our own place, right? And that's what's really cool about this hobby. You can do whatever you want because it's your space. And I'm always looking at, like, how can I upgrade? How can I change this? How can I do that? You know, we don't have the biggest budget, but I try to get what I can get, and try to add to the arcade as much as I can. So really cool spot. I thought you guys would like it. That's why I shared it on the show. Super fan habit. That space was looking dope until I saw those Michigan signs. Go Buckeyes. That's funny. Yeah, the payphone is a cool touch. I got to be honest with you. Did you just wall mount that? Like, because those things are heavy, aren't they? Cool touch though. Or maybe it's a fake one. That'd be cool if I put one in the arcade. I could like put it right here and be like, hello? There's space right here. That'd be funny. So he said, I started this in 2021. And that's weird because we started ours in 2022, man. So we're both kind of right there. So work in progress has changed over the years, but I'm pretty content with what I have for now. Thanks for checking out anytime. Yeah, I think if like new and exciting games come out, like a QBert Ultra, you know, you'd be all over that, right? Deluxe Ultra, that would be like something you'd want to add, right? I think, you know, I think it'd be at the same way, but with upgrading to the XL, it really, like, we're just rebuilding everything. You know, we're retooling the entire arcade. Everything's getting changed, and we had an expansion, which was great. So I got room for two more XLs. So I think I can fit like 17, 18, maybe 19. But with the ALU, I might just keep it. Like, I might do 4 back to back in the center row and put the ALU in the end, right? Because it's wider. I got to get it in the house and really take a look. But it kind of changes a lot of things, right? Because you have a multi-cade now. So, like, I can play all those games on there, right? But I still don't want to ruin the arcade ambiance of being able to walk to machine to machine to machine and be able to play those. Like, the Alpha 2 cab looks gorgeous, right? Will that ever come? Hopefully. But, yeah, I still want to have that. I think Time Crisis, you know, if we were just talking updates, and you guys, you can fire it on the chat. This is overtime, so you can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Time Crisis is going to stay here for the foreseeable future. One of my favorite arcade shooters. But I think I can squeeze another XL with the spacing. If I get rid of Big Buck Hunter, I can put an XL there. So I think I'm going to sell these 3, depending on if there's like a driver. I got to have a driver cab for me, my daughter, my son. We love the driving cabinets. So I got to have at least one, depending on what that driving title is. I think it could be better than Fast and Furious. That would be amazing. And I'm going to sell Big Buck Hunter and then kind of see where I go from there. Over here, all this is getting sold. All the deluxe cabinets are going. So, right, we got room, and we have 4. I can fit 5 in this row deluxe, but I can fit 4 of XL. So we'll see. Payphone is light. Let's see here. Payphone is light. Heavy as hell around... Wait, payphone is legit. I'm sorry. Heavy as hell around 40 pounds. Gonna set it up with 3 drywall anchors. It's holding for now. If someone adds a coin, it may fall. Keep you posted. Maybe they make like fake ones that are made majority of like plastics and stuff that are shiny. Because that would be kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. There's cool little like things that I can add in, which inspire me. Like that's why I show this stuff, guys, because it inspires me. It gets me thinking. Like, what could I add? You know, I take a look around like, okay, what could I do different? You know, I think ultimately, if and when, you know, my family gets a house, I've always said this to you guys, you know, paint the walls gray, like a darker gray. And I would have like a graffiti artist come in and white tag everything, like make it look like, you know, make it look really cool, right? and then do like logos, like have like a Pac-Man graffiti logo and I got a Street Fighter logo and just do all these cool things and it's all graffiti, right? And then have like LED lights or black lights or however it is, right? And then just put LED lights everywhere. That would be really dope, right? I got visions down the road that we're gonna possibly handle. Like Stupid Fat I'm gonna be contended with you, my man, in the future. I can guarantee you. Hayden Dew says I have a Pac-Man 40th that I want to buy. Does anyone know if I can reuse the speakers? What do you mean if you can reuse the speakers? You should be able to. That shouldn't be any problem. C Marvel says get a UV blacklight, Joy carpet, blacklight carpets, and some UV posters. Yeah, but the thing is, if I'm putting carpet on carpet, and those carpets are expensive, man. Dude, Pete got like an area rug for like $200. Holy moly, that's a lot. That's a lot for a carpet, right? But if you put carpet on carpet, is it stable? Doesn't really work, right? Because it like smashes down. I don't think it works too well. I don't know. That'd be I think if I do one of those space things and I project like the galaxy or something on the roof, I think that'd be kind of cool. Let me know. Do you think I should do something like that? Or would it be annoying? Because like those globe things that I had that were spinning around with the light show, like the disco balls, would that be annoying because it's like getting on the cabinets and getting on the screens? Maybe I should just project something on the ceiling. That'd be kind of cool, right? Just throwing out ideas, right? Says, oh, okay, yeah, carpet on carpet sounds weird. Yeah, it's not gonna work, but you can get some for $100. You know, yeah, trust me, it's all in here. Have you gotten? It says, C Marvel says the graffiti idea is awesome. Have you ever gotten up in your younger days? No, I have. I've never done that. No, but I knew an artist that did like. Oh, I used to work at a gym. I used to kind of personal train and, I sign people for memberships, clean stuff, you're doing everything. You're a jack of all trades, right? So, this person came in and did like a Einstein painting, hell of an artist, right? And it was in our office and did other paintings around the, but I was like, that kind of inspired me. Okay. Like if I can get like an artist I want graffiti tagging on the whole, it would look so good. And maybe you do like a graffiti tag of like, the UV light. So when you do the black lights, oh man, that would be popping. That would look cool. I can do it here in our apartment because we can do that. It's just a lot of work, right? It's not finalized. I'd be moving. So why pay a graffiti artist to come in on something that I'm going to be here for 3, 4, 5 years tops? I want this to be like a final resting ground where it's like, that's it. This is the end game, right? Like we're not moving from this spot. This is going to look badass and that's going to be it. What up, Ken K? What's up, buddy? Let's go. That's right. I think we can, hold on a second. I think we got something for that. Let me go over to my assets here. There we go. There you go, buddy. Yeah, it's going to be dope, man. It's all in here. And I'm going to like share the envision with the graffiti artist and we'll go from there. But it's down the road, guys. Houses are not cheap. But yeah. Oh, okay. So CAG, Killer Arcade Games, got a cheap area rug that looks good, but it's a rug on top of a rug. Can you do that? I feel like it's not stable. It's just like I don't know. Super App says maybe one day over the weekend or next week I'll come on and show. We can discuss lighting, props, and gamers. That'd be dope, man. Let me know. Yeah, for sure. Love having community members on. Pete Kirby's been on a ton of times. It's always great, that would be, I'm sure the chat would love that, right? Discuss props for the game rooms, lighting, decorations, you name it. That would be really dope, my man. Just let me know. Chelada Love is in the house, baby. Hey, Danny, how you doing tonight? Brother, greetings, everyone. Go check out Chelada Loves. He actually just put out a video. If you guys, stream pinball or were curious or wanted to, kind of shows off his whole setup. So it's a great video. Go check that out because it's something that's needed. I've asked for that a couple of times as I struggle trying to put a cool, streaming setup for that. It's difficult. It's difficult for sure. I give props to you guys that are able to pull that off because it's ridiculous. Hayden Dew says I had a tarp tarp that me and my friends tagged and I hung up in my room for a while. Maybe have a hangable thing like that. What do you mean? Like above, on the ceiling. That'd be interesting. That would be interesting. Look at Jason in the after show, just on top of things, man. You are a mensch. I love it, guys. I got a couple minutes with you guys left because you guys were supporting the channel, rocking and rolling, moving and grooving, chilling and chatting and squatting and speaking. That we can hang out for a little bit longer. Let me know anything that's on your guys' mind. We took care of the poll. We had a fantastic, fun show tonight. Hopefully, you guys, not catching us live, you'll see it on the replay for sure. I think a lot of news, a lot of disappointment. And I think a lot of these companies got to wake up. They got to really know what they're getting themselves into. If you don't think you could sell a QBert, I mean, come on now. Come on now. That's a layup. That's a layup, okay? What's a risky title? Marble Madness. That's a risky title. Can we sell 3,000 Marble Madnesses? Well, if it's a Supreme or an Extreme, I'm getting one of those for sure. I am on the board for anything that's Extreme and Supreme. I will be selective because there's a little bit less room. But I mean that's a risky title, right? Marble Madness, right? QBert is not a risky title. That's just blasphemy. I don't get it. What's a risky title, guys? Well, all the titles that I named out are not risky. So I added the R-Type. That's a risky title, right? Like, and I still think that would sell great. Like a shoot 'em up cabinet and a Dynamo be phenomenal. Akari Warriors. That's a risky title, right? Like, I would still get that. So any of the Hall of Fame classic titles, those are easy. Aindu says hey, can't sell QBert, but you can sell Karate Champ. That really makes me laugh. Who said they can sell? Who said that they could sell Karate Champ? I know that's been on a cabinet before, Burger Time cabinet. But yeah, I mean QBert, guys. I don't need to pull up an arcade, top 100 list, but it's on there. It's been a lot tonight, guys. It's been a lot. I just hope that if you take anything away from the stream tonight, we want these companies to be successful. Sometimes you got to push them a little bit. Sometimes they might not have all the answers or no, right? And that's what we're here for, to kind of help guide the ship. Hopefully you take something out of it that you can say, okay, Danny at the QBert makes a point, right? Or again, I don't have all these data to tell me that things will sell and things will not sell. I just know at the end of the day, if it's a new and exciting title, if it's just a new title at this point, people are going to buy it, right? I don't know how deep this community is as far as numbers, but there's got to be more than 3,000 people in the home arcade community, right? And there's your sales right there. Not to mention people telling people, you don't think Stupid Fat Hobbit, Jason, Hayden, Doom, myself, anybody, right, are telling people, hey, you should go get this, When I had people over for a huge birthday party, they were playing Midway Golden Tee, a whole bunch of cabinets, asking, where can I get this? And I'm like, well, this is last year's release. You can usually get these at Costco, kind of explaining out to keep your eye on. I mean, I just turn them into buyers, right? Like, we're spreading the goodwill. That's free promotion there, right? Oh, yeah, I remember that. So before they made it a Burger Time, they're going to sell Karate Champ cabinet. They kind of, I mean, even a Burger Time cabinet, dude. A Burger Time Supreme would be awesome. I know Arcade One Up kind of was doing a Karate Champ. They switched it to Burger Time. But yeah, I don't know. C Marvel says, I think for the millions of Pac-Man cabs bought, though some people who bought those would be interested in another 80s title to be spoken about. 3,000 cabs sounds like something that would sell out. It just does. And we're not saying 6 months down the road. It seems like it would go pretty quick, right? And like I said this 1,000 times, over and over. Do a survey, crowdfunding, Kickstarter, where the money is, put your money where your mouth is. Now, I'm not just saying I would buy it and then not buy it. I would go ahead and it's already been paid for. Essentially, that's what a pre-order is, right? Kind of. So you did that with the Alpha 2. You got all my money, right? That's technically right? Like it's the same. What's the difference? And then you make as many as being bought. I don't know. It's just something to think about. You can always have your mainstays, right? You can always make whatever's going to sell, pay the bills. We get that. But to go ahead and add extra stuff on, like, you do your 500 Dragon's Lair run or whatever the case may be. You do your 500 QBert run or whatever, right? Any of the titles that I listed, you do your 500 run, you do your 1,000 run, whatever, right? That's what that money's for, is to make new and exciting stuff. Keep the hobby going. Keep it fresh. It's starting to get stale. We've been down this road. Kind of sucks, like this sugar-free Sprite that has aspartame in it. Maybe I should go get the Arnold Palmer. Jesus. Hindu says there's 29,000 people in a private Facebook group. I think the majority would want a new 80s cab. 1,000%. Guys, you don't think for 2 seconds. Where's my list here? I mean, like a dedicated anything. I mean, look at this list. It's like, are you kidding me? A Robotron cab, a pole position, a Bad Dudes. That'd be cool, right? You put other games on there. Dig Dug would look great. Burger Time, RoboCop. Oh my god, dude. Gives me chills a little bit, right? Gives me some chills. And I don't know if that's the sickness or if that's RoboCop XL coming in the house, baby. Bubbles. Come on, Road Blasters, a Tempest. I mean, Crystal Castles would look beautiful. Zookeeper would be dope. Gauntlet. Outrun. A Super Sprint, a Golden Axe. You don't think an XL Golden Axe would look great? Have a bunch of games on there from Sega. And of course the 90s would sell. Come on. What are we talking about here, right? We're just talking about 80s right now. But there's so many titles out there. It's like Tron. You don't think a Tron XL would just knock everybody's socks off? I sold mine, and I would say I would get it. Bring it back to the Cornercade, right? Now, I don't know. You could put other games on here. Ghosts and Goblins would be phenomenal. I always love making my wife play that. It's so funny because it's such a damn hard game. It's so funny watching her play it. But put that sumbitch in a Dynamo, it looks spectacular. I mean, a lot of these games are in the Dynamo, guys, and Dynamo has already been kind of done now in an XL. It's coming in Alpha 2, so there's not much research to do. There's not much product development to do. You're kind of just reskinning it and slapping other games on there. Could be a cost-saving move for these companies to kind of do a Golden Axe, a Ghosts and Goblins, Karate Champ. That's a Dynamo cabinet. Where else we at here? Looks like those three were just off the top of my head because the other 80s cabinets have, dedicated designs. You could do a Berserk Frenzy. Was that kind of a Dynamo cab? You could probably get something out of there, right? Supervab says, at this point, I just want to smash TV, track and field Daytona, and I can retire to my Hobbit hole. I love it, Hobbit hole. I've been watching a lot of Lord of the Rings recently, refreshing some of that. Great movies, man. Yeah, we're not even, dude, the 90s, it's a no-brainer. I've been preaching since day one for Hydro Thunder. Stand-up Hydro Thunder would just be absolutely awesome. My kids love that. See, Marvel said if they did a RoboCop, I'd have a limited time pre-order for $1. Just put $1 on the line. No, but like realistically, like if you put the full money on a like I think that would be pretty dope, guys. You gotta just see it to believe it. Maybe when renders come out and the games list is revealed and you kind of got to see video of it. I mean, these things would look phenomenal. Absolutely spectacular. But yeah, even like just anything. What do I got on my rehash list here? I'm trying to look here with the rehash. A lot of them are 90s games, so I didn't tell you the rehash list. But if you do an MVC2 XL, get in that Dynamo, beautiful, right? X-Men vs Street Fighter, same kind of thing. Marvel superheroes would look phenomenal. I'm really thinking about getting a second iconic and like the World Warrior and doing like a Marvel superheroes cab to that. That would be phenomenal. But if you do a Simpsons XL, TMNT, X-Men XL, T2, Time Crisis 1 and 2 XL, Mortal Kombat, which is going to happen now, XL, Killer Instinct XL, believe it or not, right? It's not a Pro, just do an XL of it. NFL Blitz, NBA Jam, rehash those out to an XL. We don't know yet, Garage Gamer. That's a good question. I said, so what are the 5 games they adding? 2 of them have already been confirmed. It was where is it at? Magic Sword. I got it up on the ceiling there. Magic Sword, and I think it was like Giga Wing or some shoot. I think it was Giga Wing 2 or something like that. So it looks like only 3 games we're getting. The bigger deal, and I'll get this for the people that missed it, but 3 games, but there's just spreading this out a game. I don't understand what we're doing here. I don't just give us all the games up front. Why? That's just bizarre. I don't get that. But I think Second Impact and New Generation for Street Fighter's got to be included on this. That's just me, guys. That's just me. But it would be cool to see other games too. I mean, toss those in there. I don't know what other Capcom games you're going to throw on there. Ghosts and Goblins would be kind of cool. Ghouls and Ghosts, or whatever you want to say. You know, either one of those. That'd be kind of cool, right? Have that in like a Dynamo form factor would be pretty cool. They're going to do $150 off the cabinet. I think that's... So if you Garage Gamer, did you keep your pre-order? Or did you cancel it? So it's going to be delayed again. We talked about that for like the first 45 minutes of the show. So if you want to go back and rewatch it, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, so it's going to be delayed again. They're giving $150 off the cab. So the cab's going to be $550 now, which, okay, you're putting your money where your mouth is. That's respectable, right? But it's just absurd at this point. The delay after delay, it's just a bad look. You can't go to CES now with the Double Dragon cab. It's just going to look silly. And it's just going to be silly at this point. But it's cool. And I think personally, you know, depending on the hit that you're taking here, I think your next cabinet, which is going to be Double Dragon, $150 off that too, for anybody that pre-orders it, right? That's a crazy word to be using at this point for Iconic Arcade, but you make that one $550 too. I think it's even Steven at that point, and then have a guaranteed release date, or maybe it's just available at that point, right? You can just ship it, right? They could just be making them both. Garage Gamer says they still have it somehow. Yeah. So if you want to keep it, the cab only costs you $550, but I can totally understand if you're like, yeah, to hell with this. I'm getting rid of that. I totally get that for sure. Guys, I appreciate you sticking through a late night on a Tuesday night. Really do appreciate everybody showing up and showing out. Super chats galore. Great conversations all around, guys. You know, I made it. You guys are something else. I went 2 hours. I'm sick as a dog. I don't know if you can tell by my throat. Who knows what'll happen tomorrow when I wake up. I woke up like I got hit by a bus today. It was bad. I did not cover the Radical Reggie stuff. I think it was, I didn't see his video. So he returned a QBert and got charged like a restocking fee. Yeah, that's odd. I didn't see any of the stuff, so I don't personally like want to put my 2 cents in there, because I didn't see any of the stuff, so I'd have to go watch his video. But yeah, getting charged a restocking fee, that's crazy. Like, but he got it waived, right? So I don't know. I guess there's stuff in fine print that you got to look at. That kind of sucks, right? Getting charged a restocking fee, that's never fun. But yeah, that's Hindu says, have we heard about a late game price after it comes out? No, I have not heard anything else, but it would be nice. I'm just saying it would be cool. $550 for the cabinet, you know, Double Dragon. Let's fucking go, right? Like that's for sure, right? That's a good deal, right? Chad, am I right?
Holler! If you ever! Yeah!
There we go, baby. Let's go.
Let's get ready to rumble!
I feel like from the sickness, my ears are just clogged. I appreciate everybody being here tonight. Tim York, where you been? Where you been? Thank you for stopping by. You're going to have to catch the replay, man. You and everybody else that didn't make it, going to have to catch the replay. I appreciate you, everybody tonight, having fun. Let's fucking go, baby. Now it's a palooza. You got to watch the rerun of tonight's Arcade Insiders episode 6. I thought I touched on a lot of that, but yeah, I guess we'll have to check out what everybody's saying about the Radical Reggie thing. He was calling that, I think, in his video. I don't know what he didn't call it WrestleFest. He said like WrestleMania, or he said Wrestling Fest or something. He got it wrong. I was like, Come on, dude. You're looking at the marquee while you're doing the video here. Just retake it. Oh my God, guys. Before I get out of here, a company sent me some toys. And so I got to do like a short video on some toy like action figures. I was like, I didn't think they'd actually send it to me, but I got a package in the mail. It's too funny. Oh, another thing too. For you KI Pro owners out there, I actually got from Arcade One Up. They give this to you for free. They're the posts that separate the PCB from the actual board. You know how they're like stuck on the monitor? Well, this separates it out so it can breathe a little bit. I know my KI starts to kick the fan in a little bit about a half an hour in a game plan. It's kind of annoying, right? So I reached out to Arcade One Up. They do this for free. It was a big buck hunter mod. I got 2 videos on that I've done on this channel. A lot of people's big buck hunter pro cabs were bricking because they were just overheating, right? So I'm going to get those posts slapped onto the KI, and hopefully I'll let you guys know if it solved the problem, if that fan doesn't kick in, even though it's supposed to. I get it. It's just kind of loud and annoying, right? I would like to do without that. So yeah, I'm going to get that installed. News and notes. I may or may not have some companies sending me some products, which would be pretty cool to do reviews on. That's always exciting, right? So we'll see what happens with a lot of stuff here down the road. Vic Vicious says confirmation on WrestleFest Centipede or Return of the Jedi release dates, and I got nothing, dude. I got nothing. I'm just waiting like you guys. So it looks like Return of the Jedi Supreme is not happening now. I'll have to talk to Michael P, because apparently he's said that in one of his live streams. I missed that. Centipede, we haven't heard anything, and WrestleFest it was promoted. It's on the Amazon store website as this, all the Supreme series is there. It's pictured, but we haven't seen anything yet. And maybe, just maybe, they're going back to the drawing board and maybe fixing some things that were wrong with that. That would be cool. Fingers crossed, guys. We'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens in the future. Sucks that there's like a lot of delays. ALU is going to be coming to the Cornercade. So as soon as me and Kirby can hook up here, he will be dropping that off, and we'll be saying bye to Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat's looking sweet right there. I had to do the arcade shuffle here a little bit. Look at Raiden just there, right? Just there. Guys, you guys are still here. This is unbelievable. It's 10:30 Central Time on a Tuesday. This is awesome. You guys are always here, always supporting the channel. Really do appreciate it. That's it for me, guys. I mean, that's pretty much it. Hopefully, oh come on, don't say that. Don't say that. I'm trading the Mortal Kombat 2 for this. Tell me why it's a mistake, because everybody that I've talked to has said this cabinet is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I mean, if I can play light gun games on there too, plug and play, easy. Now, how will I get bored of it? Because every game is on there. I mean, I could play anything. And I could play new stuff. I don't know. It's worth a shot. It's worth a risk. I think it's worth the risk. Because you're getting it for $400. I can always resell it if things go sideways, which I don't think it will. I think every arcade should have at least one multi-cade. Just one, right? Because there's going to be games that just aren't going to be like a Berserk Frenzy right? I would love for that to happen, but it's just not going to happen, right? Like, Jesus Christ, these companies don't want to do a QBert. You think they're going to do a Berserk Frenzy? I'm just throwing it out there, right? I'm just throwing it out there. So I digress. I could go all night talking arcades, guys. I appreciate everybody listening. Guys, catch the replay. Give this video a like if you haven't. Comment down below. You guys are really good at liking the video, right? Let's get some engagement and some comments on it. Even if you said, hey, Danny, great stream. Hey, thanks for sucking it up, on a sick day. I tried to call out, and my wife wouldn't let me. She said, you better get your ass online and stream. The community deserves it. That's what she said. And I was like, are you just trying to get me out of your hair for like 2 hours? Because you know what's going to happen. But I got to go hand wash laundry by the river. Until our washing machine gets fixed. And then we'll see you tomorrow. No, we'll see you next week. Same time, same place, same bat channel, same bat time. And hopefully, guys, we'll have some good news to talk about. Show was a little depressing. Like Black Friday sales are a little delays left and right. Iconic. Oh my goodness. No Supremes, but we do have a Mortal Kombat XL that I guarantee you is confirmed. Just gotta wait. We gotta let that slow play until it officially gets announced, released. But you heard it here first. MKXL will be happening, and it won't be at a club store. It'll be relatively accessibly available. Hopefully, just right off the Spreetail website, and we can move the drill, right? But guys, happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of you guys. You guys are the best in the world, on the planet, in this home arcade space that we love and enjoy so much and support each other, guys. Have a happy holidays. I don't think anything's what's next week. Next week there's no we got no holidays or anything. Next week we should be ready to go. If any breaking news happens, you guys know I'll be ready to go, ready to let it rip, ready to hit that live button. And we'll catch you then, guys. Like I said, comment the video, give this one a like. We'll see you same time, same place next week. I'm out of here. Go play your home arcades, have some fun, do what you gotta do, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.